Today we have Joe, and Joe is the creator of the Brazen Brewer by Behmor. And he's here to tell us about the new, latest and greatest of what they are doing. This is attached to an app, and I haven't seen it yet, and it's a little shaky for Joe, but he's going to tell us about it.
You know, it's pretty crazy that even as the inventor of most of these products, that I've never even used the app myself, and so I believe what we've made is a very intuitive.
This is just hot off of the presses, right?
This literally, they are just walking off the production lines as we talk.
Right.
They will be in the States. They will be in the States in approximately 3 weeks from today.
There you go.
They're going through final inspection phases, serial numbers, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah,
right.
but
I noticed that it's a cleaner face here. We're missing some stuff.
Well, what we've done is we've taken what was in the past, a direct interface, all the buttons, and put it within the app. And
Perfect.
by doing this, what we're going to be able to do is take an already smart piece of equipment and make it even smarter and more intuitive, plus give the customer more options.
Sure.
We, at this point in time, are going to be able to give the customer the ability to create their own profiles and store them in the cloud. Or we'll have the ability to have...
I get a kick out of that. The cloud stores everything.
That sounds like the 60s.
Yeah.
But what you're going to be also able to do is, whether it's your coffees or Starbucks or any of the majors or anybody for that matter, they can then put their ideal recipe in our library. So then you have what I would call a one-button solution that will automatically tell you, do the temperature, the pre-soak. It'll give all the data, so it's just very simple.
And I was told that it works on Wi-Fi, so you can talk to this from anywhere.
Yes,
versus
that's correct.
Bluetooth.
That's correct.
Yeah,
you would be able to be in your car.
That's it connected right there.
If you could be in your car and just having finished with an exercise class, and if you've preloaded.
You don't know me, do you?
Well, you don't know me either. But you could get in your car and press a button, and by the time you get home, you've got a fresh pot of coffee.
Let's go through some of the features, though, what you get with the app and how it works.
Well, the app, it's really a relatively simple app. You can, at any point in time, I want to add a brew. We've got new or buzz. New meaning I want to create a new profile. I want to create my own custom for this particular situation.
Sure.
Or you have buzz. The buzz would be anything stored in the library, anything stored in the cloud. And that can be your own. You can create these things on the fly, or you can, as on the fly or otherwise. So in this case, let's go new. Oops, wrong one. New.
There you go.
We can differentiate.
Up or down the cups.
Yep.
Perfect.
Up or down. We'll go. In this case, we have 8 cups in here.
Yep.
Okay.
Right up in here. There it is.
Oops. Now.
Water only, it says.
There we go. I was using. Yeah. In this case, we have a medium roast. I would prefer to do around 201.
Okay.
Then next, pre-soak time. It's freshly ground. I would do 45 seconds. Water added, it will actually verify that you've put water into it. It's asking you, have you done this? Because we've actually had people start the coffee maker without it. Yes, I have. It's now, it is communicated to it, and you'll see it. It's already starting to heat the water. It's just that simple.
Let's say I see start stop here. Let's say I left my phone home like I did today. Can I go over to the maker and just manually boink, and it'll do I think somebody told me it'll do the last profile? It'll
do the last brew profile that you put into the system. So that if you've misplaced your phone, all you have to do is press the center button.
Yeah.
And it will automatically go to that last brew done.
Thermal
Stainless steel,
Yep.
8-cup thermal carafe. Same basic concept as the previous one, but what we've done is we've taken the intelligence of the system and put it in your app.
Instead of relying on this?
Well, and the beauty is, at any point in time, we can change the firmware. We can alter it, we can improve it. If the customer notes something that they want maybe added to the system, we can evolve. We can make this thing constantly evolve. We're not taking a dumb piece of equipment and just putting it to a phone. We're not taking a glorified Intermatic switch. We're actually creating new intelligence for the customer, but yes, making it simple.
I assume going down the road, you could have the customers do a software update?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it. At any point in time, if we see that we think, oh gosh, this feature, let's say in the future we're going to add the ability to control the valve time, because currently it's a 15-second on, 15 off. Well, we're going to change that to where you can actually create your own open shut time to create more flood on the grounds
Nice.
themselves.
So this one is a little bit different, the Brazen, in that it heats the water up in here, and when it's hot, down she goes.
That's correct.
And there you have another feature that's going to be coming with the newer stock, as far as it'll going to preheat the water.
You can do a heat and brew, and that is, let's say you want to get up, you don't want to pre-grind the night before. You can get up, tap your phone, it'll start to heat the water up, and we're going to we're going to lock the amount of time to approximately 30 minutes, so that you're not wasting energy in this environmentally conscious society we're in, which is a good thing.
Yep.
And you can then go downstairs, grind your coffee, drop it in, press it.
And the water's already up to 190, so you're cutting down to a minimal amount of time.
You're probably
for
cutting
your
brew times in half.
Yeah,
by
so
doing
because
this.
right now, this is about 11 minutes.
About
you were
11
telling
minute
me?
brew time.
So
because
it's going to go down to about 5 or 6?
Yeah, well, because the key is we're actually bringing the entire 40 ounces of water up to temperature. And by doing that, so that we have accuracy in what we're dropping on the grounds itself.
Sure.
We're not doing a pulse as in the old style brewers that are in so many other brewers.
Nice. So you're in the car riding along. It's keeping you abreast of what your coffee's doing, right?
That's it. It's going to
Nice.
go through the heat process, and ultimately, it will, as it changes colors, it's going to tell you what's going on.
Oh, nice.
It will go, in this stage it's heating, so it's in this orange, yellowish look. Then it will go to a light blue.
Is it
when
going
you're
to
doing,
up here too?
That's correct. When it's doing the pre-soak, it will go into a light blue. Then when it's in the actual brewing cycle, it will go to a dark blue.
Nice.
So you can actually visually see this. One of the things we'll probably add to the app as well is give you a status, so you know how much closer you are to it.
Of course. Everything is instantaneous now, isn't it? You got to know exactly to the
Exactly. We've
few
got to know what's
seconds,
going
yeah,
on.
all the time. So let's cut for a little bit. Let this thing brew, and we'll come back.
Works for me.
See what it tastes like. That's what counts, right?
That's correct. Okay, the brew has been completed. As you can see, you'll get a message on your phone
Yeah, it
saying,
did a little-
okay.
yeah.
It'll make a noise. It will actually make an audible sound. That's the correct word
It
for it.
did.
And at the same time,
Green.
the brewer will go green, and it will flash. So you're now ready to start cupping your
So
coffee.
it was a lighter blue when it was heating the water, and then it went to a darker blue for infusion?
It goes orange
Oh,
during
that's right.
heat,
That's
orange
right,
during
orange,
heating,
and then lighter
then
blue.
light blue during pre-soak, dark blue during the actual brew cycle,
green when
and
it's
then
done.
green when it's finished.
It's finished.
Green to go.
So now what do? We
Drink-
try it.
Drink some coffee.
Let's see what we got going on here. Do I have to open
Nope.
that? No, that's it.
Nope. You're straight out of the,
Ooh, that looks good.
I hope.
Well, we'll see. You don't need any more coffee, do you, Joe?
No, I've had my fill of coffee this morning.
Well, you're going to try it anyway.
I'm going to cup,
Just because.
just for, I won't say the
Yeah, right.
S&G.
Yeah. Giggles.
Yep, that's it. Now,
That's
see,
good.
yeah, it's good. I myself would let it cool a little bit, but I can taste the
It's
fruit
hot.
coming
It's
in.
very hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was brewed at 201 degrees.
Yep.
But so we probably have this is probably at the top end, probably pushing 185 to 187
I would
in the
think.
cup itself.
In the cup. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a cold cup.
Yeah, so you'll want to let this cool a little bit and you'll get more fruit out of the cup.
I'll do that.
Oh, I'm going to.
Well, is there anything else we need to know about this new brewer?
We'll be shipping in about 3 weeks.
Perfect. Of course, it's all subjective 3 weeks because this video is going to be out there for a while, right?
Well, it should be able to ship right around December 10th, December 15th, somewhere in
Yep.
that time frame, barring any
Perfect.
customs issues.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's yeah. Okay, I'll see you next year.
No, actually, we actually pick a port that is, knock on wood, been very
Very
kind
good,
to
yeah.
very kind to us as of in the past 2 years.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Well, thank you so much for coming by, Joe. Always a pleasure.
thank you for having
I'm
me.
glad you've got something new out here. It's the first, I believe it's the first brewer that I know of with an app.
Well,
But there's an espresso machine with an app, but this is
there is an
yeah.
espresso machine coming out, but it's the first brewer that's going to give you true intelligence.
That's all I need?
Yeah,
For true
it's
intelligence?
going to give you some intelligence there.
Okay.
Well, let me rephrase that. The phone's going to give the brewer some intelligence. Yeah, let me clarify.
Okay, so there's no hope for me.
Oh, I'm a lost cause.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe.
You have a great day, and
You
thank you for your
too.
time.